Okay, everybody, we've got the cab all done. I used the Bondo Spot and glazing putty, and I just hit it with a couple coats of primer. We did another coat of putty, and finally we did some filler primer, and then we put some sandable primer right over top, so it's still a little tacky. We're gonna let this dry probably till next weekend, and then we're gonna sand it again and hit it with some more primer, because there's a few lines showing, but it should be fine in the end. We'll hit it with a coat of sealer before we start to paint it. So we're going to be on to the next step soon. Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to work on wet sanding the hood, the cab, which has all the bodywork done. We've got a couple layers of filler primer over top of our putty, and then some sandable primer over top of that just to get a uniform color. And after we sand this, we're going to go ahead and sand the fenders. And I'll probably spray just one coat of a dark color primer over top of the fenders, and I'll sand them again off camera, and then we'll seal it and paint it. Okay, so for the wet sanding part, I've just got 1000 grit wet paper. We're going to go ahead and sand everything with that and then seal right over top of it. So I'm going to get to work. And I'm probably going to skip ahead here in a bit, and you'll see it all finished. Okay, so now what we have is a completely sanded, well, wet sanded, with 1000 grit Peterbilt 359 cab, hood, and fenders. So I'm going to go ahead and find some sealer, and we'll spray some on and seal it up and get it ready for some base coat. Okay, so what we're going to start with is the Duplicolor primer sealer, and everything's on a stand or a bottle of whatever I could find, and we're going to go ahead and just spray 2 coats over everything. I usually wait about 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes between coats. And while I wait that extra 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and pick out a color for this, because I still have no idea. Alright, that's it for the second coat. I ended up picking out a color. I'll go with the Duplicolor black. Okay, so while we're letting the cab and stuff dry, I'm going to go ahead and paint the frame that we put together in another video.
This might eat up the last of the sealer too.
And we are going to spray it with this random can of red paint. I think it's Duplicolor acrylic enamel. It is nearly impossible to see in this room. But we'll get the picture at the bench here shortly. Right about then is when it's ready for the second coat. It's got a little dullness to it, but it's not completely dry, so it won't peel off.
It might show up in the clear. So that one's ready.
Alright, it's been about 20 minutes, well, pretty near 25 now. And I'm going to throw on some Chromax clear coat. I use quite a bit of this on a lot of the builds. There's the number. I'll have to find a place to buy some more because this can's almost empty, but we're going to go ahead and put 2 coats on. I like to wait about 5 minutes between coats. Okay, so we're at the end of the painting for this one. It didn't turn out as well as I had hoped, but it's black, it's done as I want it. And we're ready to kind of start putting the rest of it together. We'll do the interior next, and then we'll do the engine, and then one final video for final assembly. So I hope I can kind of fix this up a little. I obviously didn't wait long enough between the paint and clear, so it kind of died back. But it's whatever, it's just going on the shelf, so it'll be fine. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and hope you come back for the next one.